What's good, y'all? It's your boy Marcel P. Black here. This is Black Messiah Mondays. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we back here deconstructing in search of the Black Messiah Deluxe Edition. Last week we did Black Messiah. You know what I'm saying? You can look on the screen to see who everybody had to do with it. You know what I'm saying? My label, Maroon Music, executive produced by myself and Fifth Child, aka Stephen Brown, mixed and mastered by Fifth Child. We recorded in Jackson, and then all the songs of the deluxe edition we definitely recorded at Soccer Studios in Baton Rouge. But look, I'm not gonna waste too much time, man. So every single time I do this, I'm going to try my hardest to get more people who is involved in helping me create in search of the Black Messiah. So I want to say I'm not really sure how. I know somehow between somewhere on Facebook I got connected to this particular producer, and um I actually recorded over this guy's beat like a week before the original Search of the Black Messiah came out, but it was too late, and I couldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? It was just too late to actually add to the album. But and we were talking about working on some other stuff. But man, when I had the opportunity to do the deluxe edition, I definitely wanted to add it on. For everybody out there
Yeah.
in the digital world watching, y'all give it up for the man Coolout Chris. Give it up for Coolout Chris. Y'all just do the American
Yeah.
Sign Language, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Head claps or whatever. How you doing, good
Right.
brother?
Man, I'm doing great, brother. How are you?
Man, I can't complain, man. Just having fun. You know what I'm saying, on this beautiful
Yeah.
Monday. So
Yeah.
okay, I normally have a really good memory, but I'm not really sure because so much was going on. How did we get introduced?
All right. So it's I I I know for sure I was always in tune with your music and following you like and seeing stuff on Facebook and seeing the shows, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I was like, I love the way this brother thinks, you know what I'm saying? Especially you was dropping a lot of jewels for artists touring and telling people. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, dropping jewels on stream. I'm like, this brother is like deep as far as following everything. But I think how we ended up getting connected was through Microphone Misfits, through D Nick.
Mm. Okay, okay, okay,
So I
okay,
think
okay.
you were probably in Chicago, maybe doing a show with them, and I think he was DJing, and he played one of our joints. Me and my wife were in a hip hop duo called Urbanized Music, and we played a song called "Freaky." And I think when we played it, I say she says or maybe it was just so shy, whichever song it was. But she said, "How you stop rapping, but the vocals still playing?" And I think it was something about that line that hit you, and then you had he was like, "You, I guess you hit him," because he told me the whole story. And he was like, "Yeah, my man Marcel was like, who is that? Who hit that whole line of rapping over vocals?" And I think we in another one of our songs we say rapping over. I can't even remember because it's always hard to go back and reference your
Mhm.
actual your lyrics and stuff, but that was our whole thing because our biggest thing is if you're a hip hop artist you got to be a purist, you know what I mean? So we don't care about all that rapping over vocals and people,
Right,
well, I can't do it because I don't have
right.
breath control. And if it's your art, that you should be able to deliver it, and it just makes for a better performance. So I think that was the first thing, and then through there we just started getting connected. I
Right.
talked to D Nick, and we kind of connected somewhere. It was either Facebook or something of the sort, and
I think it
then
was
we just
it
started,
definitely was Facebook.
it
Yeah.
was Facebook, yeah. And I started sending you music, and you was like, man, I dig this, I dig that. Then I just started digging into your catalog, and I was like, wow, I was like, this brother's deep. So yeah, I'm honored to be working with you,
So what is it like being in a husband wife duo?
man. It's an amazing thing, man. It's an amazing thing. It didn't start out that way. I mean, me and my wife, we kind of come from like this whole hip hop circuit here in Chicago, early '90s, Wicker Park area. She's originally from Nigeria. She grew up out here, born here, and then she went to Nigeria and then come back into her early teens. I'm born and bred Chicago, West Side, really South Side, Inglewood. I grew up over there, spent a lot of time out in the suburbs, all that. But we basically, man, we just kind of met on the scene. We all have mutual friends. I think the first time I saw her perform, she was in a hip hop duo with another sister named Ricky X, and they were up there performing. And I was checking them out, and I was like, man, I was like, they dope. I'm like the dark skinned one though. Her flow is just like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I was like her flow. And then I was like, man, I said, she a nice looking sister. So we all have mutual friends. And one thing kind of led to another, man. And we've been together, man. It's been shoot like it's been 20, 25 years now, man. So it's been,
That's
man,
beautiful, bro. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's a lovely thing, man.
You found the love of your life with the love of your life, with the hip hop and your wife. That's beautiful, man. That's a movie
Man,
right there. That's legit storybook right there, man. Like that's
man.
so dope, bro.
Man, thank you, brother. Yeah, it's it's like any other relationship, especially with us both being artists. There was the whole each person having their own identity kind of a thing. And when we first were working together, I mean, because she does graphic arts, she teaches hip hop and sonic history at Columbia College downtown, and she also does intro to African studies at Columbia College. So when we first got together, we were kind of both, we both had our own individual things as artists, but we always said we were like, nah, we ain't gonna never mesh the two. Never mesh the two. You know what I mean? So like I would be in the studio, she'd be like in her room or whatever, writing, penning her stuff. And we never meshed stuff together, but we still work together. So, she would record in the studio. I'd listen to the songs, she'd do shows, I'd DJ for her, I'd still be doing her bags. And then what happened, we just found ourselves doing that for each other. And then it just turned into, okay, well, if you perform it, I got your bags. You know what I'm saying? And then we just started writing songs together and supporting each other in that whole thing too. She's a wonderful writer, great hooks and all that. So it wasn't easy in the beginning because there's still that soul searching. Each person still has to work on themselves to kind of bring themselves there. But I think the commonality of us both being artists, you know what I'm saying, and coming up from like the same underground scene and the roots, we understood the struggle. So like if I have to go out and be in the studio till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, she knows I'm working. You know what I'm saying? There ain't
Right,
no,
right, 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 right. And
I ain't out doing
execution.
that. Doesn't Yeah, and she understands what that work entails being an artist. So I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better, what I mean, because the life of being an artist is, is crazy. And people kind of look at some of the things that you do and they can't understand it. So, if somebody playing golf and somebody love basketball, it just might not mesh,
100%,
So
100%.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's one thing I've been doing during, I guess, the pandemic, and is hip hop education. And you said your wife teaches. You said hip hop and sonic history.
Yeah, hip hop and sonic history. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At Columbia College. Yeah. It's
So
a
explain that to
it's
the
like a
people, aka me. Is that exactly what that
well,
is?
okay, so I guess to put it in a brief, I mean, because I don't go get into a lot of stuff. I mean, I've been a guest at her class a couple of times and done a lot of things, but basically, she breaks down the entire elements of hip hop. So you go through the five elements: the MC, the DJ, the b boy, the graffiti. Then you add the knowledge piece on there. So she puts that stuff into the whole spectrum of teaching the curriculum. There's a lot of history stuff. I mean, there's a lot of videos. She's had Africa Bambaataa as a guest for the class before. She's had Lord Cassius D was a part of the Zulu Nation. Just I mean, Stefan Taylor, one of the original producers, Bionic, who's out in Minnesota. Just a ton of people. So she gets people to come in and lecture or talk. But the basics of hip hop and sonic history, she really starts it from the roots and it starts from the African culture. So she starts from the drum, works it all the way through. She also kind of lets them know how basically hip hop is this stepchild of all of these different fusions of music from reggae, ska to jazz, funk, house, and she takes them through all these different I mean, this is like when I see some of the assignments and some of the stuff that she does, I'm just it's rewarding to see that hip hop has come that far that we can teach it on an academic level and it really have some validity. And then especially what's going on now, there's a lot of connecting it to social and economic injustice with what's going on right now. So it's like it's the best vehicle to be able to really converse with these kids and get something through their heads because just giving them American history and all that. Come on, man. That ain't their history. It's a melting
It's
pot
not.
out
It's
here.
not.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, so like 100%. Like, and I'm jealous. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because one, I love being a Southerner man, but that's one thing that, as far as like trying to be in education in the deep South and in a state where that's like literally next to last in education, man, the level of progressiveness and trying to teach these young boys and girls about things like that could really be beneficial to them. It's just like a fight. So
Yeah.
I've been, so beginning back in January, first I was just at the school program, but I
Hmm.
got back working with an organization that led by a lady who actually, she spent a lot of time in Chicago. She was like, her name is Anna West. She
Hmm.
she like was it the Chicago Young Poets or what have you, in like the
Yeah,
louder than
yeah,
the bomb
yeah.
poetry slam. She was one of the
Loud in a
founders.
bomb. Yeah,
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 she was one of the founders of that. So like she was one of the
yeah,
founders of that. So she's from Baton Rouge, but she
yeah. So
came
she
back.
knows. So does she know Kevin Koval then? Kevin
Yes,
Koval, all those. Yeah,
all that. Yeah, yeah,
that's all my same family. Yeah.
exactly. Well, ask him about Anna West or whatever, Baton Rouge.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will.
that's my
I will.
that's like one of my mentors as it pertains to youth development. But anyway,
Yes.
so like she's from Baton Rouge. She went to college. Went to college. She came back to Baton Rouge or what have you. And so she started her own nonprofit called Humanities Amp. And when I was a free agent, what I'm saying, because I was counseling or what have you. And then when I got out of counseling doing music full time, you got kind of slow. She's like, look, I got a part-time gig for you. So she brought me on. She's like, what do you want to do? Because I trust you with these kids. You teach whatever you want to teach. I said, I want to teach hip hop. She said, say less. Didn't give me no notes, didn't give me no structure. She said, do what you do. So we started off in the after school program, just doing just kind of like doing like a little podcast. But COVID shut that down. You know what I'm saying? We get to the summertime. She's like, I'm going to bring you on to teach hip hop. You know what I'm saying? With my organization. So now I have well, it was 2 schools. Now it's just one. I'm at a middle school, and I actually have I have an elective class called Free Hip Hop, and I teach hip hop. Nice. And like I said, it's not, I don't have a whole lot of resources around me to like tap into. So I'm just, thank God I'm a conscious rapper who got a degree in history. You know what I'm saying? So but we've been able to one of the first things, like a lot of young people, I have middle school kids. So like these kids don't really have a true concept or of what hip hop is. They know rap, they know social media, but so we definitely had to start with like the 4 elements and things of nature in the history piece. But like early on, I said this is what conscious hip hop is, and I'm not saying y'all got to be conscious rappers, but we're going to analyze this content and this art from a conscious worldview. And so since then, man, we've definitely used you know what I'm saying? We've used, for instance, we've used the Night of the Living Bassheads to teach about the war on drugs and Ronald Reagan. You put crack in the hoods. We've used Tupac and Common to learn about Afeni Shakur, the Panther 21, and the Sada Shakur. We use, you know what I'm saying? As far as the Black Lives Matter stuff, we use Lil Baby's a bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? And we had like a whole, so we literally did a whole unit on civil rights music. So we definitely use what's going on and and then when we did our Black Power unit, we used Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud. And we talked about Stokely Carmichael. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the Trojan horse, like really teaching, and I'm teaching them, I taught them the Black Panther 10-point program, and like really putting them on a political education. This last month we just did a whole unit on women. Well, the last 6 weeks we did a whole unit on women in hip hop. So of course we talked about the Brad and Queen Latifah and Lauryn Hill, but we definitely had a lengthy conversation, which is really cool to see middle schools understand about sexism and misogyny and double standards, and so it was so and that stuff is so rewarding. So it's just like, but I'm like the only one in the whole entire school parish teaching this information.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And my organization has my back. So like when I hear you got brother A.D. Carson out there at University of Virginia teaching hip hop in the global South. You have hip hop educators all over in academia, in the Ivy League towers, what have you. But that's something that like me getting older and understanding that like, okay, boom, my children are getting older too. If I ain't making a whole bunch of money like soon, then I got to make sure that whatever I'm doing in the culture is worth my while. And so for me, I'm going to rap, I'm going to tour, I'm going to put stuff out or what have you. But I successfully turned myself from nothing into like a pretty a worthy touring artist in 10 years. The next 10 years of my life is going to be as a hip hop educator. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So I'm very interested in what your wife does. We got to talk more offline about that, because I can ask questions all day. That's a whole nother. I'm about to get on here. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to pick her brain. So
absolutely,
that's dope.
And, man, and kudos to you, man, because the things that you're talking about, that you're trying to get across to your students, it's the same exact values, and that's where the value is. You know what I'm saying? Passing it on to other people. Like, and a lot of times when I was guesting at a class before COVID, and I would talk, it's easier for me to be, a veteran in the hip hop game to to always want to shun everything that I hear that come out of their mouth, right? You know what I'm saying? But my mom, my mom told me Flavor Flav was a crackhead before I even knew it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She was telling me about what Public Enemy, and so the fact that our parents didn't like our music, we can't continue that same cycle and be like, so I listen to it and I tell people, I say, you find what you like out of it. Sometimes it might be the beat, sometimes it might be that repetitive hook that just brings you in. It might be whatever it is. So, but all that to say, kudos to you, brother, because you are giving them some more substance and giving them more information. And I'm not telling these young cats that they need to be out here with an AABBCC style, or they got to
Right.
be a hip hop, a hippie. No, but if you put the knowledge in their head, it gives them a whole lot more value and a lot more substance when they're getting on the mic, or when they get behind a drum machine, or when they get on the keyboard to make something. So like I said, no future without a past. So they just have to know about it. And kudos to you, and then you're gonna keep doing the work. People will follow, and there's gonna be other people that'll step up to the plate, man.
I mean, for me, it's all about cultural attention, right? So like, I
Mhm.
really understood this, I guess, dynamic being a Southerner, because like
Mhm.
I'm a backpacker, but I'm still country, and I'm a Southerner, and I'm a
Mhm.
conscious rapper, and I throw gang signs in my
Yep.
rap, right? And so like,
Right.
I
Right.
don't, even as a self-proclaimed backpacker, I don't fit into the
Mhm.
to the regular mold of what backpack hip hop is. As a Southerner, I don't fit into
Right.
what the regular mode of what a Southerner is. As a conscious artist, you know what I'm saying? A lot of conscious
Right.
artists wouldn't do a song like me and you did, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh no.
Or whatever. So for me, but people understand and appreciate my hip hop pedigree, for one, because of the work, because of my intention. And so what I try to teach these young people
Mhm.
is like, look, I'm not going to tell you that you got to rap like Chuck D or Rakim or Jay-Z
Right.
even, or me even,
Right.
but I want you to think.
Right.
I want you to think culture. I want you to think black people or
Mhm.
whatever. Like you got
Right.
people like Earth Gang and Mick Jenkins and Bobby Sessions. These are young
Mhm.
people, and their style
Yeah.
is more closer to current. But if you listen to what they're saying, they have just as much substance and merit and skill as some of your golden era MCs, because the cultural
Yep.
intention is there. And so
Yep.
I think
You're
I think
right.
I think that's where we missed the mark. Is I like a lot of older
Mhm.
people fuss at these young kids because they don't sound like them, but we overlook
Right.
the cultural attention. And for me, it's always about hip hop, because I
Mhm.
want my daughters are on, my daughter and my son are on this album. I want my grandkids to enjoy hip hop, the culture. I
Exactly.
like, why should we
Yes.
be stuck in 95? Like I want in
Yep.
2045 for, it might sound like some alien music, but if we still talking about what's going on outside in this honest self-expression, that's all I care about.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't want it to be
that's it.
like, we go about this all day. What
Yeah,
have
I
you?
know. I know. We're gonna have to talk
Right,
offline
right.
about
So,
this.
so
Yeah,
I guess,
we
the
can't.
last question about this. I said my daughter's
Mhm.
son on my album. You know what I'm saying? I know you have children. Both you and your
Yes.
wife are into hip hop. Do they
Yes.
rhyme? Are they in the music as well?
Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Actually, my youngest daughter Aria, she just graduated from Millikan University in Decatur, Illinois, with a BFA in musical theater. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Magna cum laude,
wow,
all that.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So she graduated in the living room. You know what I'm saying? It was the COVID hit off. So, but it was good, man. And yeah, she's got perfect pitch. I mean, it's been a blessing to just hear her in the house rehearsing, and she's been singing since she was a kid, and playing with the equipment and the keyboards. And I have two older daughters, same thing. One of them raps, the other one sings, they freestyle. And then I was really blessed and fortunate to have my youngest daughter sing on the single that I just released back in September with Erratic Static and Ed OG, the
Woo!
legendary Ed OG, called Black People Unite. So my daughter, my wife pinned the hook. So it was like a whole family affair. My wife pinned the hook, and my daughter was like, "Yeah, I'll do the hook, Dad." I was just like, because she's done a few things in the studio, like she's done some feature work for other people, but we haven't really done anything together. And it was such a beauty to have all of us in here just working on a song. And the whole scenario of how the song came together was weird too, because I've been trying to work with Erratic Static. They're like an old school underground hip hop group from Chicago. They've been around since like the '90s. They put out a double cassette, like this double cassette, like that I found out from talking to them recently that they duped them all themselves. But they put out this double cassette tape back in the days when nobody was doing it, and people went nuts on it. I mean, the songs on it was phenomenal. So long story short, I've been posting my beats and stuff on Instagram, just doing what I do, because I have just such a catalog of just tracks and stuff that I haven't done. So I just post stuff to kind of keep that whole, just keep that thing going. And then I posted the track that had the Black People Unite sample in it. And Seth from Erratic Static hit me. He was like, "Hey, cool, who got that track?" And I'm like, "Nobody." I said, "I just made it for Juneteenth, on some, solidarity kind of thing." He was like, "Man, what can we get that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Y'all pinning again?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm back." He was like, "We can get Ed on it too." I'm like, "Word?" I'm like, "All right, let's go." He was like, "I want you to drop 16 on it too." I'm like, I've not that I've retired, but I haven't really been doing a whole lot of writing. I've just been really focusing on production and stuff lately. So I picked the pen up. We knocked the song out. Ed OG sent the track back in probably in like a week. He was already done with his vocals. We penned the rest of ours. And then after the song was done, I mean, it's a 6-minute song, which is kind of lengthy, but the content is just so heavy. But after we were done with it, we were listening to it. And my wife, Amina, she was listening. She was like, she said, "It's cool." She said, "But it's just like, it's all of y'all spitting these dope bars, but we need to get something to tie it together." And I just let her listen to it. And she came up with the hook part and came in and just knocked it out, man. So we did everything was done remotely. I just finally ran into Seth from Erratic Static. I ain't seen bro in over like 10 years. And he just happened to be in the neighborhood and I saw him and we talked and finally seen each other, but we had got the whole song done and I had them shoot themselves behind a white wall with their cameras and send me the footage. So I was able to put together a little promo video for it. We were gonna try to shoot a whole video, but just with COVID and just too much going on and not, too much to risk.
So wait,
yeah, man, it was
so look, now you can't talk about this song without me playing it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you got him. Oh,
wait.
word.
Hold up. So look, man, you can't talk about this song without us playing it for the people, man. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because like, Ed OG, bro, like, like
man.
Come on, man. I was just listening. I went on like probably about 2 weeks ago. No, probably about a month ago. I went on just like a early mid 90s boom bap binge or what have you. Ed OG, OC,
oh man,
Smith and Wesson. That's where I was at with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, So, yeah, definitely. All right, so this is Erratic Static, Black People Unite featuring Aria, Coolout Chris, Ed OG.
Ed OG, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we about to look. Ain't no rules over here. This is my show. This is Black Messiah Mondays. Ain't no rules here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about everything as long as we want to talk about, but all this is important, man. That's right. So here's the record.
Yeah. Erratic Static. Coolout Chris. Ed OG.
Cause we the people had enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change. Enough for the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change.
Hey, yo, you see that? We need that to be black. We need to grow that, flow that, seed that. We need community oversight to be black. We need accountability, we need CPAC. In our neighborhoods, in our communities, we need to put it into qualified immunity. We're police murderers, run with impunity. Devils keep profiling me, you're sizing me, you're eyeing me. Angels in the streets holding heat, losing their innocence. Police shoot us off of our feet like we was venison. Over policing us is disproportionate. If I survive and go to jail, am I fortunate? We need to free them all, that's what I believe. We need our black and brown warriors in unity. The main source against the main force, the pain course. To go against the grand course. So if I get knocked and I can't breathe, it's just a friendly game of baseball. The major leagues, gold medal stand, black fists in the air shit. Serve and protect around my way be some rare shit. Don't need them, delete them, defund them, don't really care shit. Demolish, abolish, creating some fair shit.
Cause we the people had enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change. Enough for the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change.
I'm from the go get committee, big shouldered and gritty, where brothers died daily and life would run the city. It's the system systematically eliminating me. As a kid, I was taught either swim or you sink. The streets in the night, my life was on the brinks. Police were a beast, my rights, they were impounded. The innocence of life was lost before I found them. But my philosophy and KRS kept me grounded. The poisonous product still pushed and are surrounded. The slave trade, new name, solitary confinement. So fuck your president and I mean everything about him. Elevating hate, we could really do without it. The country would be great if you move your ass about it and take the clan with you because your family was the founder. Hire Mexican brothers so they can build a wall around you. The Emmett Till lynching was the bottom of the mountain. There's thousands that came after, and today we still counting. The bodies are piling faster and mothers are steady shouting. There's no reparations for a death that's unaccounted. Let's take to the streets, get strapped and stand grounded. For justice and for peace, fuck drinking the same fountain. Let's take to the streets, get strapped and stand grounded. For justice and for peace, fuck drinking the same fountain.
Cause we the people had enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change. Enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change.
Another black man lynched as seen on TV. For over 400 years, been screaming I can't breathe. The revolution will be televised. Karen is telling lies. Black people unite as white strategize the black demise. Don't get me wrong, I'm down with Black Lives Matter. But why the fuck we gotta march if all Black Lives Matter? I'm sick of the injustice, racist and capitalist ways. Missurrender said kill your masters. We lost the appetites for being slaves. When we misbehave, they say y'all niggas are violent. Y'all put that knee on George neck. How we supposed to be silent? But y'all love us like potato salad when we scoring touchdowns to slam dunking. But when some racist shit pop off, y'all ain't saying nothing. Law enforcement, hashtag slave patrol. We ain't trying to sport your shackles and your chains no more. America, home of the free, that's what we supposed to sing. Black people stand for something, or your ass gon' fall for everything unite.
Enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change. Enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change.
No vitamin D deficiency, walk differently with dignity. Spit in the face of bigotry, the trilogy, writing in calligraphy. Cause the mind works brilliantly, your imagery always tried to injure me. Started with the ministry, now it's in the industry. A runaway slave, give me the whipping tree. Work without contingency, black man, you ain't my enemy. Let's go down in history with infamy. They got it in for me and in for you and other things. The drum beat, the mother sings. Mad cause we the color kings, then we live forever. Stop killing each other and we stick together. Statues, carvings, big black faces that's wooden. Peace to the black man and every black woman.
Cause we the people had enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change. Enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change. Enough of the game. We keep on trying to get up, but we can't. We marching, kneeling, standing up for the day. Cause we're not giving up. See, we done had enough to change.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, brother.
Man.
Yeah.
You know how many oh lords I want to put on there, man. Look.
Hey, we might have to do a Black People Unite remix. So
come on, man. Look, bro.
There's a remix beat on here by one of my brothers, Kenny Keys. He's a world-renowned producer. Did the remix on here. It's kind of got like a 90s vibe. When you get a chance, check it out. You know,
okay, I will.
But we should do another remix and go ahead and put you on there and see who else we can drop. I mean, the song already 6 minutes, man. We go ahead and make it a 10-minute champion. People will just
what,
hook
bro?
up some nice views with
you know
it.
what, bro? And right now is the time, man, because we own lockdown. Not really everybody outside like it ain't no pandemic. But right now, like I was telling my friend, like, you know, they were putting out a whole bunch of like club music. Like, anybody in the clubs like that. Like with everything that's going on in Black America right now, and the fact that more people are inside just kind of on their phones, TV. If you want to have songs with more content, this is the time. This is the time. So
This
like,
is the time.
like
Yep.
we actually, you know, we actually got time to sit down and listen to a 6 minute and 5 second rap song right now, especially
this
if
is
it's
true.
relevant, if it's relevant to what's going on outside. So look, so
Man, you're right. You're right.
first of all, like I love the record. This is where I be at. This is the conscious underground hip hop that I'm into 100%. So, and we were talking about
Yes,
this before
sir.
we got on. So before we get to my record,
Right.
we here now. We
That's
here.
what right. That's what
We here.
we
We
talking
here.
about.
We here
Yeah.
now. We just gonna talk about it. Before we get to my record,
Right.
I was on the stream with Everybody Loves Hip Hop, and I was introduced to a producer named Profound from Chicago. And he said,
Okay. Yeah. Pro. Yeah.
he told me, he was like, oh man, like I came up under Coolout Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he
Yeah.
definitely bigs you up as a person who has been consistently,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, a name in underground hip hop in Chicago for a long time.
Yeah, man. That's love.
So
That's love. Pro is my man. Yeah.
yeah. He sent me some stuff too. And it's
Yeah.
like, so my first producer is from Chicago, right? Like the majority,
Word.
I don't know how many projects I got all together. I think 15 altogether. But I would say we
Okay.
have at least 4 full-length projects together. He produced my
Wow.
first ever single. He went to Langston University, and that's where I met him. You know what I'm saying? And we stayed tight, you know, over 15 years. And so like he just sent me a beat pack last night. Named was Jay Philly. He's from
Wow.
I think he's from the West Side. I know he went to he graduated high school at Jesus Christ. Kentwood.
Oh, he Kentwood. Oh, yeah. He on the south side. South side.
South side,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep. South side. Yeah.
That's where he graduated high school from or whatever. But he actually lives in Oklahoma now. But like
Yeah.
that's like my go-to in-house
Oh.
producer. Some of my biggest records. So
Nice.
who else? What other artists? You know, in Chicago or just in general, you were naming some people earlier before we got on the call. Who have you worked with?
Yeah. Man. Kanye West. You know, I used to work with Kanye back when he was like 16, 17.
Wow.
Man, a bunch of people. Yeah, I got some stories about Ye's a real good brother, man. You know, definitely misunderstood. But yeah, I'll go back to that. But yeah, Kanye West, tall black guy, Tony Baines, geez. Just a lot of people, man. DJ Quick, you know, we toured with Quick back in the early
That's
90s.
my bro. You have no idea how much of a
you
DJ
know.
Quick fan I am, bro. I am a serious DJ Quick
Oh
fan,
man,
bro.
David
Like, that's
is
my guy.
yeah, David's the dude, man. Yeah, he's a good brother.
And you know
Well,
what's
and it's funny
is,
because I got
he-
some.
I'm just
Yeah.
I gotta say this, bro. He is so slept on as a rapper.
Yeah.
He's such a great
Oh
he's
yeah.
such a great producer, and he's such a great musician,
Mhm.
and he's such a great like just a
Yeah.
like a mixer and an engineer. But like he really be rapping
Mhm.
like as a storyteller. His flows.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
like, he's really
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's my all-time favorite like producer MC. Period.
Oh, all day, yeah, all day. You know, it's funny because I was a part of a rap group called Spillani's, and it was like you know early 90s, you know, hip hop. And we were kind of like the equivalent of like say Far Side on the West Coast, but we were like from Chicago, but we were out in the suburbs. So like we used to wear these little funny hats that was tied up and all this other stuff. But the cool thing was that you know we were able to our manager that we had here, Doc Brown, rest in peace, Doc Brown. He co-managed DJ Quick and AMC and Second to None and all of those dudes. Not AMC, AMG. We got an AMC in Chicago. AMG, all of those guys. So he co-managed with them with this guy named Greedy Greg out on the West Coast. So we got to politic with them dudes all the time. But man, I got stories with Quick. But one cool thing I remember with Quick is I remember one morning, it was like early in the morning because we stayed at their house, at manager's house, and it was like early in the morning, like 4, maybe 5 o'clock. Sun hadn't even came up yet. And you know, all you just hear is like this piano playing, man. It sounded like Liberace. And then we just got up and just stood there, man. And Quick was just playing the piano, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like to sit there. And he just like, so, but I got a whole bunch of other stories, man. This dude, we played a prank on Quick. This dude threw a M80 near my foot one time. We was getting ready to get into a little squabble. So I'll have to say that for another
time. That'd be the B side, the B side conversation.
Yeah, that'll be the B side. But yeah, I love that, man. But yeah, I've worked with a lot of different people, man. Interacted with a lot of people, and we had with my rap group Spillanies, we were supposed to sign a deal with we auditioned for Russell Simmons over the phone. He was gonna sign us to like 63 grand back in the days, but we wasn't really rolling with that because we wanted like my manager at the time wanted an R&B budget, which was about 150,000. So he
Right.
turned down the deal. But then after that, we ended up working with this famous house group called 10 City.
Okay.
That's from Chicago.
Okay.
And I don't know, they had Devotion and That's the Way Love Is, like all of the just like dope classic house songs. And Byron Stingley has like this like super ill falsetto and everything else. But they were real integral in helping us out when we were working with Doc Brown. So they paid for a lot of our trips and stuff to LA. And I mean, we did the ASCAP convention, work with the Alcoholics. Shout out to my man Tash. I've been hollering at Tash lately from the Alcoholics. So just a lot of people, man. I've been around the game for a long time, and I've been a fly on the wall in a lot of situations and just everything. I mean, I was just blessed to be able to be in the studio with the famous Daru Jones, legendary drummer, last
He
night.
so he did the I saw that picture because he's on that
Yeah.
song. He's on that song that I did with Mega Ran and Young RJ. With they
Oh,
put their
word?
collabo album.
Yeah,
The song is
yeah.
actually under consideration for nomination for Grammy. The song Black is Beautiful. But
Word?
Donald
That's
Jones is playing the
dope.
drums on it. So like it's
Yeah,
crazy
man.
how everything, the circle is so connected, man. Like
It is,
yeah,
man. It
man.
is. It
And
is.
Donald
Yeah.
Jones is a
He's a real
bad
cool
man.
brother.
That's a bad
Hey,
man
bro,
with them
he
sticks,
is.
brother. Woo!
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you to just be in a room with him and just hear him working on stuff and laying tracks out. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, he's a real down to earth. He's probably one of the coolest people I've met. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Thus
yeah.
far. I mean, I've met a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, but you can tell he's a real genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a month ago we saw him blow up SNL. You know what I'm saying? So like it's he's with Pharaoh, he with Pete, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, shout out Daru, you know what I'm saying? That's a good brother, man. So we talking about doing some work together. So we're gonna talk about maybe doing a collab project or something. So I'm super geeked about that too.
Please bang my line when you do. You know what I'm
I
saying?
will, brother. You
Bang my
already
line when
know.
we
You
do.
already
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bang my line when you do.
yeah. Yeah, he
Cool.
said maybe he said a few features. He said he want to keep this one. So I told him, but we just like I said, it was just an idea we threw up yesterday. So we'll talk about it a little bit further. But definitely, you just a phone call away, brother.
100% or Instagram message or something. You know how we do.
That's
All right.
that's right. That's
All
right.
right. Okay. So
Yeah, man.
let's get back to the record we got together. I'm gonna pause it real quick. All right. So we had to take a pause for the calls when we back. So just as a fan of hip hop and dope production and just knowing he's a good brother, I was already like happy to be able to work with him. But now hearing these stories, seeing all the things you've accomplished, bro, it's even more of a pleasure and an honor that you chose to work with a little country boy from Southern Oklahoma, living in Louisiana, rapping conscious rap and what have you.
Stop it.
Come
Stop
on,
it,
I'm for
man.
real.
Stop
No cap, bro. Man, I'm from a
it.
super duper small town in Southern Oklahoma, bro. Where a lot of people, man, like I'm not even gonna act like if I wasn't like education saved me and going to Southern University saved me, and a lot of people don't get the opportunities I've gotten, and so any opportunity I get, I still remember where I come from,
Right.
and I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because I look back at a lot of my people who
Yeah.
are just as talented, or if not more talented than me, who didn't get these opportunities. So every time I do something, I'm always ready for
Yeah.
all
Oh
more,
yeah.
and so this is a win for all of us. So I'm appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Because knowing where I
Man,
come
thank you,
from,
brother. Same here. Same here. And
100%,
I
man.
man, just to let you know, I'm man, like we brothers. That's what it
Right,
is now.
100%,
Like I'm saying,
100%.
like as soon as I heard what you was doing, and it was more so about how you move as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Once I get what it was knowing that and hearing that first before I even started tapping
Right,
into your music. And I'm like,
right.
and the brothers, you like, hey, you come in the gate, you like, I'm a conscious rapper. What? You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
100%.
Man, I love that. I love
100%,
that.
man.
I
Yeah,
love that.
like
Talented.
that is a conscious choice I made to like really do that, and not run from it. Because I don't play
Yes,
by the
sir.
white folks rules, man. Like
Yeah,
this is
and you just a beast on the mic too. So if you if you just
thank you,
had to
bro.
kick a free 16, I already know that, but I understand your platform and how you present
100%.
yourself as a man, less even as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I see how you carry yourself with your family, all that. So
That means
respect to you,
everything,
man.
bro.
So
That means
I'm
everything.
honored to be working with you, man. That's more important than all of this. You know what I'm saying?
100%,
So
100%,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
when I started doing the deluxe edition, you know, the purpose of me doing these records were to add into the actual story of the album. I didn't want to, like, I don't believe in asking people to support something if I don't give them anything new or different or what have you. And so originally we were supposed to, we had talked about doing like a small EP, and I'd already cut this record, but I was like, man, it fits in perfectly with what I'm talking about. So this song is called Black Liberation Theology. If you look at the artwork, that is James Cone, you know what I'm saying, the founder of Black Liberation Theology or what have you. You know, it speaks to a lot of my personal, you know, I'm about, you know, as it pertains to religion or spirituality, I'm about the spirit, the God that we pray to, you know, the God that Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman prayed to, right? And as opposed to the one that the slave masters prayed to. So that's what this song is about. It bangs hard, it goes hard. I can't wait to get back on the road. I can't wait to get back on the road and I actually like perform this record. It's probably gonna be like an opening song. This is Black Liberation Theology.
Dope. It was a great record.
There we go.
Right back at him. It's that Black Messiah rap. Marcel P. Black. Black Liberation Theology. Listen. Yo. Oh Lord. My revolutionary war cry. Payments was raised from witnessing black and poor die. Third got stigmatism, so I vision with my fourth eye. Read the scriptures as gifts given by Most High. God, this be that gang banging church. New Negro spirituals for trappers on the turf. Music, black liberation for neighbors, roofers, and diables. Moses folk gon' catch the wicked, turn to it. Black identity, extremist rap. I'm aimed at heathens where the heathens and the demons at. Oh, let it ring for freedom of my people black. Try to repeat, I leave you with white Jesus at. I'm trying to build heaven on earth with no plantation Bibles filled with Abraham's curse. If we want a black heaven, gotta make it here first. The whole congregation is an all-black nation. In the midst of all these problems that we facing, every night I say a prayer for black liberation. I ask her to guide my steps, preaching freedom every single breath until I see my death. Trying to survive in the world so crazy, down to aiming devils off of black liberation. So I ask the Lord to guide my sword, give me strength when it's time to go to war. Oh Lord, all praises to the Most High. Out Prentice Carter and Ralph Lauren, I'm so fly. I'm Biggie Smalls with the politics of Tupac. And I earn bias like I got rocks up in my two socks. Not a dope dealer, a hope dealer. I'm in the kitchen whipping soul food, a soul feeder. Charismatic with the static like a cult leader. With the digits of freedom just like my soul's redeemer. This is conscious rap for corner boys who never saw the change. Promise my 44. So they trying to get some change with the 44. Whole time culture power trying to take their life. That's why I keep a culture freedom every time I ride. In case the devil wanna take it to that level. Consider this the new gospel. RPG bandanas on the necks of my apostle. In the midst of all these problems that we facing, every night I say a prayer for black liberation. I ask her to guide my steps, preaching freedom every single breath until I see my death. Trying to survive in the world so crazy, down to aiming devils off of black liberation. So I ask the Lord to guide my sword, give me strength when it's time to go to war.
That record is so hard. Oh my God.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie
man.
to you. I ain't heard it in a while, so I'm like, man.
Ooh.
That's so
Man,
hard, bro.
sometimes because I have it on my phone and I'll just go and sit in the car and play it, dude. And it's just like I'll close my eyes and just let that shit like bang, like yeah, that's a dope cut, bro. I'm serious.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm saying like I just like my whole thing, probably since like 2013, right? Like my whole thing is like, I have the song Conscious Rap for Gang Members, but like that's when I finally like came up with a title. But like that is the essence of what this song is, and a lot of what the whole album is. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? This is conscious rap for corner boys. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Who never saw the promise of 44. So they out there on the corner with a 44 whole time. Whole time culture power trying to take their life. So I keep a culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so for me, it's like, so like for me, like a lot of my music and like a lot of my spiritual references is definitely like influenced by James Conner, Albert Cleves with Black Christian nationalism, but I definitely studied some Islam, Nation of Islam literature. I definitely studied a lot of 5% of stuff or what have you. So you know, we talking about politics and gang banging, and do we using Nation of Guys of Earth, Supreme Mathematics, you know what I'm saying? And then we talking about, you know, if you notice, I only refer to God as a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just it's just a whole lot, and it's just like these are one of the ways I feel like as an artist, like I'm very like this is what makes people scratch their head about me, right? Because like I said, I'm a Southerner. This is a quote unquote spiritual song with 5%ers and Black woman God and gang references.
References in Hollywood.
But it's still a conscious rap record or what have you. And like one thing I love about being a Southerner is like we're able to use like our draws and accents as a whole nother like conversation piece or instrument even or whatever. And so like I normally, like for me, like you in Chicago, so you probably hear it all your life. I can't double time rap for nothing. Like that's not my thing. That ain't my ministry. That ain't my southern, my South Louisiana / Southern Oklahoma tongue is way too thick. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And so like I know like a lot of people where you from probably would have over this type of beat. Like for me, like no, like this gives me the space to like really like, you know, like articulate and flesh out these different concepts or ideas. And I wanted every line, like I'm not a punchline guy, right? But I wanted every single line to be packed with so much like of course I wanted to be hard, right? Because you know what I'm saying, this is conscious rap for game members. So if you're out there banging BD, I want you to hear this and be like, shit, Joe still busting. You know what I'm saying? If you going folks up, I want, you know what I'm saying? I want the Mo's to be like, oh, all is well. You know what I'm saying? So like,
exactly.
So I try to make sure that like I wanted every single bar to like punch you in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like ooh, like I wanted to like it's so, and that's why I'm thankful. Like it like I said, that's why I'm thankful for like these type of beats, because it lets me just kind of open and it gives me time to like, bro. Just to be honest, I hate my rap voice. I hate my rap voice.
Dude, hold on. That's where I'm gonna and that's why I was gonna interject, but I'm like, I wasn't gonna stop you.
Okay.
I totally get you on, like you say, you a Southern boy, you ain't finna change that. But dude, your voice is so powerful. And whenever I work like with people on like just production or just doing songs, the voice is the last instrument. You know what I'm saying? And your voice always, any of your songs I listen to, your voice sits perfectly over every single track. And you deliver your verses with so much vigor and so much conviction. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I tell you, when I go play this in the car and I'm listening to it, I'm just, you know, you can get caught up in the music, right? Because anytime anybody listens to a song, the first thing they hear is either the beat or the hook. They're not paying attention to nothing you're saying. You know, you go there and be like, hey, what was that hook? They'd be like, yeah, da 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 da. And what was he saying though? Not sure. But after they listen to it several times, with this song, and especially the way you guys mix it, I like how it brings everything in, brings it all together. As soon as you hear from the jump, Joe, it's running all the way through. And then I was also curious too, because I know you didn't have a hook on it. We was trying to do some sound bites. And first time I heard it was during the thing, and I was like, he nailed it. So, brother, your voice, and all of us, none of us like our voice. I hate hearing myself rap too, but it's not about us. You like what you write though, right?
100%.
Yeah. So but your voice is the thing that calls attention. I mean, I've even seen some of the videos where I've seen some of your shows from your tours and stuff, and I see other artists words. You know, you might put a clip on or somebody else that come on before, whatever, and then I see you come on, and I see how everybody's attention in the room is just like you're outside of your presence, your voice is your presence. So
Man.
that's your gift, man. Continue to ride that over every single track. And I think even the way your voice is, I haven't heard any songs where I hear you sing or anything, but I don't know if you dabble in and trying to do some like little singing or harmonies or something on vocals, but I don't know. But I hear that in your voice because it's just powerful.
So the reason why I don't like my voice is the fact that I'm 6'4", 400 pounds, and my voice did not change from high school. Like this is totally me being in my own head, but like. I feel like for as big as I am, I should be able to rap with a natural baritone, and I don't. Like my favorite rappers have like a particular baritone or what have you. Like I'm gonna tell you, for instance, I'm gonna tell you a rapper who I don't think is that good of a rapper, but I'm gonna listen to him every single time. The dude Casanova from Brooklyn. Dog, like his vocal, like the song So Brooklyn, like Fab is clearly a better rapper, but his vocal performance was so Brooklyn, like. Whoever mixed his vocals and engineered him, I don't know if they a genius, but like his voice is like it's money. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like I should be able to rap like this, but I can't. So that's the reason why I'm like subconscious about my voice. But like, but that's the reason why like I do like all the growls and the laughs and the whatever because like okay, if I don't like the way my vocal pitch is or tone is, I can at least add as much flavor to it as possible. And I'm a country boy and I can't hear good. So I'm loud. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm loud. Like, if you know, like I always tell people, like, I approach my rap vocally. I approach it, well, just as an artist, I approach it more of a, like a pastor or a preacher than a poet, but that even carries on to my performance because like, you know, like I'm, you know, grew up in the church. My father's a gospel musician or whatever. Grew up in the church, heavy quartet singer. And so I grew up with the eyes and the, you know, like the deacons and the, you know, the wooden floors and the, you know what I'm saying? And so like, just like that level of emoting, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's the reason why I take performing so seriously, because like we can get up here and rap our words, or we can actually use, like, I'm gonna give you an example. So, you know, I'm a diehard Little Brother fan, right? Diehard Little Brother fan.
Me too, man.
And so I've always heard the criticisms of Big Pooh compared to Fonte. But let me tell you this, I finally saw Little Brother live a year ago. And I'm a Fonte stan. Let's not get it twisted, right? But I was so super duper impressed seeing Big Pooh live, because he's a big guy, but like his voice is just as big as he is. He did not get winded, and his voice is just as strong and commanding live as it is on record. And as a big guy who rhymes, that's a skill in itself.
It is.
Like rapping, of course, your words, your punchlines, and your metaphors, but just like the vocal performance of it is a whole different skill. And that's, you know, when I preach and stop rapping over vocals, that's really what I'm preaching. I'm preaching like, you know what I'm saying? Like the actual vocal performance of it, the aspect of it, or what have you. And, you know, so for me, because I can't do nothing with my vocal pitch. Like my dad, you know what I'm saying? My dad had he was 6 foot, you know what I'm saying? 5'2", 260, but he had like a velvety voice. It was still a baritone, but it was velvety. And like my voice ain't pretty and it ain't deep. So let me just add, let me let my ancestors speak through me in terms of like that pain and that urgency and that spirit and just that struggle. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm glad you like it. I'm glad. And
brother,
And I'm thinking about it. I've worked with a lot of producers, and ain't nobody ever told my voice is whack. So maybe I should get out of my own head.
You know what though? Here, and the thing about it too is twofold, right? It's always two sides of that coin, right? Continue to think that in your head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But let people tell you humble, listen to it, but don't let that be a thing that pitfalls you. So like, you know, next time you go in the lab, you don't want to be in there spending, 6-7 hours trying to lay one verse.
Oh,
my voice ain't, you ain't finna do that. But I'm saying, but also because all of the supporting things that you said for the reasons why you have the inflections, you know what I'm saying? And all of the different things that you put into all of your verses in your song, that then defines who Marcel Black is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I hear. So if I hear a beat come on and I don't hear "Oh Lord" or I don't hear or something, I'm gonna be like, hold on, man. I'm like, y'all just sent me an imposter. You know what I'm saying?
Look. So when I did the record with Daru Jones and Mega Ran and Young RJ, I made sure I put an "Oh Lord" on there. I didn't do no other ad libs. But I'm like, yo, y'all giving me this shot? And like,
right, you like, oh Lord,
and the way they did it, they dropped the beat, they put a that's my calling chord. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that. Like that's like my that's like my Young Jeezy, like that's my thing. Like
that's like Maybach music.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. That's my tag. That's my tag, right?
It's your tag. That's dope.
So the thing I like, this song was easy to write because I don't know if you did this on purpose or not, and maybe this is just divine or what have you. All the beats you sent me had something spiritual in them. So the name for this beat was called Gospel March, and then there was another beat you sent me called like Praise Jesus, and there was another beat. Then it was a Star Is Born, but it was like God sent us to, like every single song that you sent me has some like, kind of either in the title or the hook or something. It had God or Jesus in it, and it spoke to me. So if you notice, I didn't use no curse words on this song because I was just like, I can't get on here cursing with, you know what I'm saying, when something called the Gospel March. Like, because I have no problem saying fuck Donald Trump when I perform my songs live. But
exactly,
if you notice on this song, I said F Donald Trump because but it was just something about it. And so like the thing about this song is like I have with this song, I have a small EP's worth of songs written or what have you. You know what I'm saying? And all of it is spiritual based or what have you. But this song was just so special. I was like, man, what I'm trying to do with this re-release, it just fits so perfect in it. And so with that said, the other songs are still written. I might redo them, and I definitely want to work with you some more because I really feel like I really feel like, and I'm kind of jealous. I wasn't on the Black People Unite. You know what I mean? This is me, whatever. But seriously, like I think that first of all, shout out to Chicago producers. Let's just say that. Without Jay Philly, bro. Like you would be talking to me. He's the person who like always pushes me as a producer or what have you. And it's just something about you guys, like you guys are Midwest, but all your grandparents and your great and your aunties and uncles is from the South. And so it's a natural it's a natural connection, even though, you know what I'm saying, like the South and the Midwest have always been like this. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a different level of it's the same struggle. It's just, it's just cold up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's just cold up there, or whatever. So
man.
I'm always excited. I'm always excited to work with you, man, and just like I'm super hyped. I'm gonna have to go back and pull out some of these other joints I've already written. It's one joint, I don't know. It's like the songs you sent me was short, but like the way I got them, they kind of run into each other, and then I don't know, bro. Like we definitely gonna have to get on. This,
I totally want to hear him too, because I think I know it was the Lord Jesus beat. It was God made us to be.
Yeah. And then it's
and you know what?
It's something. It's like it's a woman saying something. Praise Jesus. I don't. It's in my Gmail. I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, send them to me. That way I'll make sure I hold them for you too. But I'm totally down with let's do on a project, man. Like I said, I love you as an artist, man. I love your mission, you know what I'm saying? Family man, you know what I'm saying? And you're not a selfish brother. You're about pushing the culture forward and looking out for others. And that's really what this is about, man. Because when the good Lord take us off this earth, what else do we have? You know what I'm saying? You got to leave a mark. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave something for your kids, and you got to leave, if you got a body of work that people are going to be able to go back and look at, man, and be able to learn from. That's what this is about. It ain't it's the pandemic that put things in front of people's face to let you know, man, restructure, refocus how you look at things. You know what I'm saying? Look, you look
100%.
Man, we was running a rat race, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like now I can actually sit down and think for a second. You know what I'm saying? You can meditate, you can work out, you know what I'm saying? You can read a book. Dude, I ain't sat down and really like dug into no books lately. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading a book, teaching myself how to play the guitar, just, it just creating skill, just working, just keeping my mind and stuff working, man, because with all this going on, those people who are asleep, those will be the people that get caught slipping.
Yep,
And that's
100%,
how it
man.
is. That's
So
how it is.
so I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I love it when I have conversations with, like, here in Baton Rouge. Like, I'm 37. I'm the old head. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And so I'm letting you know, like, you know, as a person who, you know what I'm saying, got a couple more gray hairs in his beard than I do. Like, I'm definitely listening to everything you're saying, and like this is important. And like, I was trying to keep these things at like 30 minutes. No, I'm a church boy, so if the Lord say the same and the Spirit is with us, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening, because all this is all this is like great information. So I got to do my plugs before we go. Or what have you. I'm gonna do my plug before we go. Boom.
Yeah.
If you have not, I'm gonna take this up the screen. I'm gonna take it up the screen so people can see it. So okay, boom. All right. So if you have not, go to marcelpblack.com. You know what I'm saying? We got hoodies, we got tees, we got CDs, we got cassettes. You know what I'm saying? The hoodies is 35, the tees is 20, they 20 or 25. CDs are 10, cassettes are 12 right now. I'm doing the sale. If you want the CD and the cassette, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing the 2 for 20 situation. We gonna have masks come. We're gonna have more like long sleeve t-shirts, because down here it's still like in the 80s. I know up there y'all probably freezing to death right now.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
We struggling. We struggling
you know what I'm
out here, man. We struggling. Yeah, I just went and bought another coat last week, man. We out here struggling.
Right. The first time I literally felt like I was about to freeze to death was the first time I went to Chicago. It was 19 degrees, and that Hulk hit me, and I didn't know what to do. It changed my life, or whatever. Because I don't own a big coat down here. I don't own a big coat. Like, I had a hoodie on, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, yeah.
But yeah, for people watching, go to marcelpblack.bandcamp.com or Marcel P. Black on Twitter, at Marcel P. Black on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or what have you, just paying some bills. And this one I'm also gonna do too while we here. I'm gonna go to your Bandcamp, man. So people watching, you know what I'm saying? Or if there's a site or something that you want everybody to go to.
Yeah, you can go to the Bandcamp, or you can go to like myurbanizedmusic.com. But this is fine. Bandcamp is cool. That way you can at least check the music and stuff. So that's a quick place. But
yeah, so
my
Instagram, go to cooloutchris.bandcamp.com. He got a whole tape of, like, he just did of Nas remixes, what have you.
Remix project. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Man,
One Love remix. I did a couple. I love doing remixes, especially at times like this. Now, you can't. I love the studio atmosphere and interacting and stuff with the artists and doing stuff like that. But I ain't got nobody, so I might listen to Nas One Love and say, man, how would Coolout flip it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did. So it's cool, and I don't make any money off of it. I just put it out there for people. It's all about the music, and it's just me being appreciative, and it's unofficial bootleg remixes. My take on what other people do, and I do have official remixes, and people, hit me up for stuff like that. But this is just stuff that I do for my own little hobby, just working with stuff. Oh, and shout out to my brothers, Ultra Beast United, Four Eyes and Senior Chaos and Illustrate. Man, they out there doing the damn thing out there in Atlanta right now. Senior Chaos just dropped him and Illustrate dropped the Kings of Ice album, and it's hot all the way through. You just push play and sit back. So shout out to them brothers, man.
Tell us your social media handles.
It's Coolout at Coolout Chris on Instagram, at Coolout Chris on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but I don't tweet, so that's at Coolout Chris. Yeah, I be trying to stay up, man, but I can't. Instagram. Everybody like, how you be on Instagram? I'm like, I used to never even be on Instagram, so it's like I was just in the lab working. So Facebook, my wife, I have to tell her, she'd be like, hey, your cousin just sent you a message. I'll be like, oh, let me check. Like I try to keep up, man, but I'm also, I got so much work and different projects and stuff. And you know how you got those things that you need to be working on, and you can, I have to put constraints on my social media so I ain't messing up stuff. You know what I mean?
Man, look, I done wasted way too much time on Facebook, running my mouth. I'm trying to pull back, you know what I mean? But sometimes, sometimes the spirit hits you, you just got to give a good rant. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Especially now, we ain't out socializing, so you might have to drop a couple jewels on some people. Right. Yeah.
So big shout out to you. I appreciate you coming on, spending this time with you.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out to the Misfits, man. Shout out to D Nick.
Yeah, shout out to Misfits.
I'm just gonna give him the credit
Ray
for
of Light.
introducing us. I'm just gonna give him the credit for introducing us. I don't remember
Yeah,
how,
do it. Yeah.
but
Yep.
I'm gonna give them, because they are my strongest connection in Chicago. Every time I come in town, they
Man.
hold me down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Mel L,
sir.
Ray
Yes,
of
sir.
Light, Young Drew.
Yes.
Shout
Young
out
Drew,
to Chicago Coffee Breaks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bob
Coffee
Rock,
Breaks,
T-Rex.
Bob Rock. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out
T-Rex,
to shout out to Mike
family.
Mike Logic, Shy
Yeah,
Natives.
Mike Logic, yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
D2G.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you saying the whole family.
what's my guy? It's Frank
Skiles from
Skiles.
from Petty Gang Chicago.
Petty Gang,
I got a project with them coming out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of things in the work. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out
Good
to Sub T's.
Yeah,
Shout out
Sub T,
to rest in peace to Heartland Cafe.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
rest in peace, Heartland Cafe. Yeah, yeah.
And I want to say, I think I played at the was it the Elbow Room? I think it shut down.
Elbow
too.
Room, yeah. Yeah, Elbow Room shut down too. Yeah,
that was the first place I played in Chicago or whatever. But yeah,
wow. Yeah,
man, brother, I appreciate you, man. I'm really excited to
brother. Yes,
to
sir.
just have this conversation and just, you know, just everything about this. For people watching, this is Black Messiah Mondays. Every single Monday I'm coming on. I'm breaking down song by song on the album. You never know what guests I'm gonna have on. Today we was, you know what I'm saying, blessed to have hip hop extraordinaire Coolout Chris. Until next time, y'all stay tapped in. Allah Bahabe, freedom.
All right, peace.